I was a very bad girl.
Explain, because given some of the roles you've been, especially the when you played the school teacher on Little House, there probably even today there are people that are shocked that you weren't that character at all. You were
I wasn't.
you were a wild child back in the in the 60s and 70s.
I was.
Weren't you?
I even had my own clothing store called the Liquid Butterfly. So you can tell that was in the 70s. We were all a little crazy then.
Well, you ran that. What were you? What was your role in that shop? Did you run the place with somebody else, or?
I made all the clothes in it. I made cowboy shirts. I made peasant dresses. I did, shirts to order.
Really?
Yeah, it's what I did back then. It was just before Little House on the Prairie. In fact, I got the show while I still had the store.
Oh,
okay.
So
I had to sell the store. But yeah, it was very popular.
Early
Very
70s
popular
then
in
we're talking
showbiz.
about. Yeah.
Huh?
Early 70s we're talking about then. Is
Early
that what you're
70s,
saying?
yeah, 73,
okay.
anywhere from 70 to 73.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still the that counterculture thing was still kind of in full swing there.
Yes, we were hippies.
Yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
I don't know whether to use that or not. Not everybody was a hippie back then. But, there was definitely that whole vibe. Everybody wanted to be. What street was that on, by the way? Do you remember?
Well, it was on two different streets. The first one was La Cienega, which is a main street in Los Angeles, and then I moved to Santa Monica Boulevard. So I wanted to be near the Troubadour, where all the musicians were and all the rock bands were.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's who I catered to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
and
sounds.
Jim Morrison was in my store a lot.
Who was that? Oh, who did we say? Jim.
Morrison.
Okay, yeah. I gotta tone it down a little bit. I'm talking over you here, so I didn't even hear the great things you're talking about. Jim Morrison. Let me get to that in just a second, but that Liquid Butterfly was. How did you? Where'd you pick up that skill that you were making clothes all the time? Was it just something you picked up as a young girl, or what?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. When I was growing up, I was a competitive roller skater. In Yuba City, California, where I lived and grew up. And I had to make my own costumes because you couldn't buy any of the little skirts in Yuba City. You had to drive to San Francisco to go to a ballet store to get the uniform sort of that you would wear in a competitive skating. So I made my own clothes.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was a hippie, so I wore those long flowered dresses. I made
like peasant
cowboy
dresses
shirts.
or something like that.
So when I moved to Hollywood, I was making cowboy shirts and, selling them to friends and all. So